Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to be making a really fun astronomy, space-inspired wreath for on my great nephew Finn's door. I hope you'll stay tuned. So I went to Joann's and I bought this fabric. Oh, first let me tell you, Rich and I are making a raised garden for me, and I painted with some rubber paint. It's supposed to seal things, and I can't seem to get it off me. So I apologize for how crazy I look, but I can't get it off. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just so I tell you that. I got a half yard of fabric from Joann's. Then, of course, I got my wreath form from Dollar Tree. And I used this Arteza cutting tool to cut strips. And the way I did it, hopefully I can do this without getting my head in the way. The way I did it is I just hold, I'm not good at this because of the way I bend my arms, or wrists, excuse me. But I push down on it and you go straight across, and there you have it. And again, this is from Arteza. They didn't pay me to say anything, but they did send that to me at one point a long time ago to see if I liked it. And sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Depends on how strong I am and if I can use it. So right now, I'm just going to cut that much, and I'm going to leave a little bit of spare in case I need it later. And we'll get rid of our cutting mat. If you use one of those rotary cutters, you always have to use one of those cutting mats because those little suckers are really, 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 really sharp. Did I say really enough? Maybe not. So, you're going to need your hot glue gun. Of course, got to have that. And I always like to start on the inside. I cut these strips about maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches wide. When you have a raised design on your material, I don't know if you can see, these gold stars are a little bit raised. See how it's raised right in here? We want to make sure that when we do our overlapping of our material, that we try not to end up having a problem where you see those raised bumpy areas. So you're going to pull as hard as you can. And this is where we have our inside seam. So you want to put your glue pretty much every time you do a loop, we'll call it. You want to make sure that your fabric doesn't end up not overlapping the layer before it. So that in order to make sure that doesn't happen, you're going to put glue. Okay, now we're talking in a language I understand. Pull it tight. That's another thing that's important. You want to make sure that each time you do this, you're going to pull it as tightly as you can. And then when you go around to the inside like this, and you got a final loop, you want to make sure that this is really well pushed down. Now let's look at the front. So far, that's what it looks like. It's not bad. Although I did have a little piece of fabric that decided not to lay there. Okay. So then, we're going to take another of our strips. I'm going to go with this one, maybe 1 inch, 1.25 inches wide. And again, on the inside is where you want to start. And I'm going to start kind of this over further this way because I have, if I don't, because this fabric is as wide as it is, you might end up having your, you just might have too much bulk in there. So you want to kind of pull it and glue it so that it's not overlapping as much as you might normally would with a ribbon. I don't know if you saw that, but I didn't put any glue on these strips, and the reason I haven't so far is because it seems like I'm doing good with keeping it lined up, or keeping it laying on its buddy. Okay, pull that one. All right, I think you got the gist of this. I'm going to finish this part and then I'll come back once it's done. All right, so I've got it all covered with the fabric and it's ready to roll. Now, his room is in a space theme, and I was on AliExpress and I found these. They're supposed to go on a cake, and I thought it would be really fun to put one like in this, like in the bottom of this. There's this one where he's walking on like a space, or on a, I don't know what we call that. He's walking on, I don't know. Didn't love that one. And then there's this one, and it's really cute, where he's sitting on a moon rock, I'm going to say. This one, I think, is the most fun because it's biggest. And these, I have another project that I probably am going to be using those for. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this into the side up here somewhere. And I'm going to glue the word Finn onto that. That's my plan for right now. So what I want to do first is you're going to need a knife. If you're going to do something like this, you need some kind of knife to jab a little hole into this side part. And then I've already forgotten where that hole is, but we're going to find it again somehow. I don't know. There it is right there, I think. And you see what I did to my popsicle stick? I just cut it on an angle so it's like a point. And then we're going to find that little hole again, right there. I'm going to put some glue around the, on the back of it to get it to stay in place. And I'm also going to put a little bit of glue like right underneath that. I'm going to let that set up for a second. These are Scrabble letters from an old Scrabble game, obviously. I don't even know if they make Scrabble games with the wooden letters anymore. Do you know? Anybody? Anybody? Don't know. Just making sure that my letters are butted up against each other. I'm probably going to have a little bit extra that I'm going to have to cut off. So I glued in the stick, and I had Rich cut off this because I couldn't do it. And I'm going to just add some more glue. The eye there. And the F, hopefully I get them to all line up. I bought from AliExpress and from Amazon, I bought these lollipop cake topper things that you'd get for a kid's birthday. And what I thought I would do, of course they were all set up for outer space. And so I thought I would glue some of these down, and some of them I thought I would add foam squares behind. So I think I'm going to just put a couple of those in between them. So what I thought I would do is take, hopefully you can see this, take two of these and line them up so that we have more of a dimensional piece like that. And then I have a rocket. I'm going to do the same thing with the rocket ship. Now I have these LED lights. I thought I would see if I could make him, or around the astronaut on the bottom, I thought I would see if I could make him light up. We will see in a minute. I don't know. I don't know if you can see this. This is the lights. I turn them off for now. I'm not sure I like the feet on this. I didn't think that when you have a flying saucer that you'd see the little landing legs, so I'm going to snip those off. I think maybe I should wrap start my lights around his name. Then I want to put him right there. He is very lightweight. I don't know if I said that he's a cake topper, but he's a cake topper and he should be very easy to attach to the inside of the wreath and just hold him. Then we're gonna do something with, I have his rocket. I could do something with his rocket. I could make him hold his rocket, but I don't think I'm gonna. It's a dilemma because I haven't decided what I want to do with, with the with all of these things I need to glue on. Let me take this out. Okay, so let's add, I think I'm going to put maybe the vast universe down here or over here. I'm trying to make sure, where's the sun? The sun probably should go up there. And then this is another planet. I could put that planet, oops, upside down. Put that planet right there. So here it is. Let me light it up for you. I put a little pocket in the back so that I could hide the power pack. Put it back into its little pouch. Hold on. See the little pouch? It's kind of hard to see because it's the same material. I'm just going to shove it down in there like that. And then we'll hold on to it and flip the whole thing over. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed this and that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. Let me turn off some lights so you can see this in all its glory. How about now? Can you see it better? No, we'll just turn them all off. Now you can see them. So I hope you enjoyed this, that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.